We were still muted. There we go. Welcome back, guys. Dalton, thank you so much for sharing the live, man. Much appreciated. Dude, I got your message. Saw you're at work as well. And Prince, yeah, yes. Prince, you got the General Kenobi. You got the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. You got it. But we got some G Fuel. We might go a little bit later tonight. Maybe like 11-ish. Around 11 o'clock tonight, maybe. I'm still gonna wake up early in the morning. I think I still gotta work a little bit tomorrow morning, so but yeah, I'm hoping for a little bit of time off tomorrow. I was thinking about maybe trying to stream in like the afternoon. I don't know when we're gonna have for time exactly. I know tomorrow evening I'll be out and about, so I'll be meeting up with some buddies to do 11:30 and get off at 11. Are you talking tonight or tomorrow, Dalton? And also, like, it also just depends on like what happens with work. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. So it could be one of those things I just help with a few things in the morning and I'm done, or I might just work the entire morning. I don't know for sure. And then I know in the evening I will be taking off and I'll be heading into town to meet up with some buddies, but I'm kind of hoping I get a little bit of free time at some point in the afternoon. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be jumping in some more KOTOR 2. I gotta make a quick edit here with my YouTube live stream. Just make sure I got everything in place with like my stream details, and I'll be good to move on. You guys are gonna see my stuff moving on the screen. Here comes Domry. Good buddy was just back there sleeping, napping. All right, and we are continuing KOTOR 2. We have already beat KOTOR 1. So yeah, we're just basically making we're making the worst possible decisions that we can, while trying to get dark side points along the way. You said both? Oh, tonight and tomorrow? Gotcha. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if you meant like 11 or 11:30 like PM tonight, or if you meant like tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. Alright, and then I think I got all that saved. We should be pretty much good to roll, guys. And then one second, I got a notification. Alright, no, I'm good. One thing I want to go ahead and do, I don't even know if this is possible. June 18th. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I want to make sure our YouTube's working. Make sure we got our YouTube chat up and working. I'm gonna send a quick test message through YouTube to make sure that goes through our chat on screen. I'll pull it up here. We're gonna do a quick test message. See if that goes through. I don't think it's going through. Okay, cool. So we need to do, I think we'll need to basically refresh my deal here. Select live source. Yes. Activate selected. Cool. So now can I do a test message and it go through? All right, good. We got YouTube chat going through. It's perfect. I just want to make sure we got that up and working, guys. Because in the past my YouTube chat hasn't been working. It hasn't worked the best. So make sure I got that up. We're good there. So we should be all good to go ahead and hop in some KOTOR 2, guys. And let's get this grind going. And all right, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch inputs, guys, and we'll switch to our live scene here. Also, Dalton, be careful with that pen at work. All right, here we go. We're good to go now. You guys know the grind. You know the plan. Duke controller. Obviously, we're on the OG Xbox, and we're gonna grind this bad boy out. Most likely, we won't get very far tonight, but we'll see where we get to. And then also, guys, if I do stream tomorrow, I might switch things up. Just because it's the weekend, I won't necessarily be on like a, what I call a main grind day. I'm not on a weekday. So I might switch things up. I might play, I really don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. Because I know in my downtime, like off stream, I've been grinding a game called Soul Mask, which is a survival crafting game. It seems like it's been pretty cool. Survival crafting plus like automation.
Destroy the Jedi Knights. The old Republic is crippled.
So like I might play that. I could also do
to stop us now.
Man, I really want to jump into Star Wars Episode 3 so bad.
In our way. One last Jedi who has yet to choose.
Like I could also play a little bit of Battlefront, or I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. All right, so where are we at? 9 hours, 29 minutes. Yeah, that's for sure it. Let's do this, guys. We're at the Exchange Corps. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna pull up my live as well on my phone. I want to make sure I get playback on YouTube. Make sure everything's working right, along with the messages over there. But all right, let's go. Let's do this. Bro, we're right back at this. We're right back at this like we never left. Okay. So said you were strong. I will get you inside. We will see how strong you are. Bet. Alright, bet. Let's do this. Droids are easy peasy. We got this. We got this, bro. Look at this. We're gonna shock them. They can't do nothing. And then we'll run. Really? I can only shock droids? I can't. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Yeah, it's not letting me do my other force abilities. What's up with that? Oh well, we need to run shock again. Doesn't even matter. Look at this. Look at this. And we run it again. Alright, and then we just run shock again. We're an absolute lunatic over here. Bro, we messed up those droids. I think they're supposed to kill us, but you know, obviously that's not gonna happen. Just what is it you want to join the exchange? Money. You dead. Yep, I like that answer. Really, all this trouble is just for that? Seems we have some visitors. Alright, bet. Why does this dude get tentacles on his face? What's going on with that? And they kind of move. They move on their own, man. It's kind of creepy. I don't know how I feel about the tentacles, man. The tentacles are terrifying.
You had a hand in this, yes?
Suppose you should have known you were always an ambitious one. Oh, we're betraying him. We're about to kill him. I don't think it's possible that all of us will be leaving this room alive. Yeah, well, because we're here to kill him. I mean, that's what we're gonna do. Can't we talk about this? Come to an agreement. That's right. I'm here to finish the job. I don't think so, but don't worry about. No, wait, don't kill me. You can be my right hand. The position's just become available. Oh, I'm sure it has just conveniently become available. Now this guy's gonna die. We're going down a dark path here, guys. We are 100% trying to gain dark side points here. That sounds like a good offer. You have a deal. I'm going to turn down your offer, Slusk. Goodbye. I don't think so, Slusk, but don't worry, I'll be killing you both. See, in that case,
Dalton used
hey,
blinker.
Dalton!
Here we go.
Hey!
3, 2,
Hold up!
1.
Hold up! I had to pause my game! I had to pause my game! Here we go, Dalton. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, Dalton. Good. You caught me off guard, and I love that, Dalton. I love that, dude. Gotta take a quick one. Be careful, Dalton. Don't get caught. But yeah, cheers, dude. Cheers, Dalton, man. Hell yeah. Oh, man. You caught me off guard. It was in the middle of dialogue. I love that. I love the fact that you were able to just do that whenever. And it's like you gotta be smart about when you use it, because you can only use it once every hour. I've been trying to catch you off guard since you gave it to me. Dude, hell yeah, Dalton. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. Bro, they don't stand a chance, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. We're gonna wound him, force scream, and then use lightning, bro. He has no chance.
Well, that's all wrapped up. I've got to thank you for your help.
Dude, we wipe everyone out with force scream. Force scream is insane. Well, that's all wrapped up. I gotta thank you for your help, dude. So yeah, we basically just like killed this. We slaughtered this dude. we didn't even care, man. We're going for dark side points. Look, I just want the exchange off Citadel Station. Oh, when is Zeltron to go?
Is that supposed to frighten me? Let me let you in on a little secret. Fried Squid there isn't the best fighter. And if you think I'm gonna let Janna Lorso push me around, you're sadly mistaken.
Dude, that's wild. Alright.
Oh, I don't know. Never did. But you won't need it where you're going.
Where are we going? What's she talking about, bro?
Slusk's dead, but Goto's still my boss. I'm shipping you to Nar Shaddaa, Jedi.
Aw, dude, she doesn't know what she's doing, man. Well, Prince, it looks like we're just gonna have to kill another person, man. Another person on this in this first area. We're just gonna have to slaughter, man. Like it's not a problem at all. We got these guys, but yeah. Ready for this? Oh, we gotta level up. Hold up. No point to run any heals or do anything hasty. I'm just gonna level up. We're gonna gain that health right back. Skills. What do we got here? Remaining points. Bet. There we go. I'm just gonna run that. Let's do it, Prince. Let's do it, man. Dude, I'm just so ready for this next line of upgrades. This power shields the Jedi and the Force absorbing the first 4. Nah. Battle meditation? Oh my gosh. That sounds so clutch. Okay, can we upgrade anything at all? No, we still can't. That really sucks. Throw lightsaber was kind of clutch on certain certain I should say certain like quests or missions. So even just running a simple throw lightsaber move can be nice to have. We got another level up, so this means technically we can wait till our health goes down, and then we'll level up again. You said look up plague, bet. You're saying lightning might be available. I'll take a look here if my health drops, and I'll do another level up. Max slow tree. Ooh, gotcha. That sounds pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, Prince. That actually sounds really nice. I wasn't even thinking about that. We'll run stun, and then we'll run fear. My guy, look at my guy going ham. Look at her, she's already dead. She's already dead, bro. That's insane how quick that happened. Good thing we paused too, because now we can heal Atten by leveling him up. And he's been pretty fire in like what he can do. Let's treat injury. That's 2 for him. That kind of sucks. There we go. That's all it takes. And then boom, he's got his health back. All right, cool. There we go. Now we're gonna, with him, we're gonna fire from range. She's gotta, I don't know, she's gotta do something here. Stun maybe? Yes. Let's go. It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire. Oh, I thought we stunned him, bro. It said save his level ups. He can become a Jedi if you build his influence, killing people mostly. Gotcha. You're talking about Atten? Okay. Alright, back over here. That guy's stunned. Priya did a great job of stunning him. Let's go.
Maybe isn't such a good idea after all.
Hell yeah. What do you say that?
One of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep.
No, we
say?
We show up on his doorstep and we slaughter them all. We eliminate the exchange, bro. That's what we do. Not to mention, I'm sure Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone. Can't worry about that now. We need to get off the station first. Let's get out of here before someone comes to see what happens.
Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
There we go. So that is an option. Yes, Prince. Yes. I like that option. I really, really like that option, Prince. Just show up on their front doorstep and slaughter them all. I'm powerful this time. I'm not afraid to take people on. And I'm actually getting a lot smarter, like using my level ups mid-battle to heal. I feel 10 times better now about our chances in battles, even though we don't even have a lightsaber yet. Like, I feel insane with my force powers already. Security terminal. Can we loot? Yeah. Any more? No. So there are some real dark choices that can be made. Oh, we're talking about that on that. I'm assuming that's a planet that we'll be going to probably either here coming up or here shortly. Please enter the security code, computer bypass, secure login. Okay. Remote camera controls, holding cells. I freed him. Should I have done that? I just let the prisoner go. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna let him go. I don't know what that's gonna do for us, but no more loot going through here. Alright. I'm assuming we can just run all the way back. I don't want to miss like any rooms or anything that we could possibly go to. To the holding cell. Where's the dude that ran out? Oh, he just disappeared, bro. He's just gone forever. Alright, we'll head on out of here. Alright, what do we got? Bola?
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job.
No, No, is there really not an option to just go ahead and kill her? Like, I'm trying to go... Yo, what up, other mushroom? I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, man. Dude, I wish there was an option to just, like, go ahead and slice her up and continue on. First option to kill. Oh, so I can't. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're insane. Oh, dude. Poor Shocker. Oh my god. We only had to do our force shock move one time and she dropped. Instant dark side points, bro. I love this.
Our psychotic urge is all that drives you.
I don't know what even came over me. 1 second we were just standing there talking and then...
Oh.
I am not speaking to you, fool. Be silent.
dude, Atten's over here talking and she's just telling him to shut the fuck up. He said Atten will approve. I love it, Prince. I love it, dude. Oh, man. I didn't see you holding back. And what would you have done? And I seek your opinion. I can't talk right now. I shall ask for it. Be silent. I don't need your advice on this. Keep pressing me on this and I'll add your body to the pile. Yes.
Oh, I grow weary.
Oh, I love
of
it,
this.
man. I love it.
Perhaps time will allow my words to take root if your common sense will not permit it.
Influence gained. Atten. Hey, Atten's gonna approve, but we lost influence with Kriya. That's unfortunate, bro. Oh man. Does that matter a lot to gain or lose, whether you're gaining or losing influence with Kriya? I don't know like how that affects me and how that'll affect our gameplay down the road. But I guess it's one thing for me to like figure out and learn as I go through this. He said not really with Kriya. Bet. So you're telling me, Prince, I just gotta keep killing people and Atten will always approve and I'll always gain Atten's influence? Said the others, yes, you shall see. I bet. Dude. Alright, Prince. Alright, we're on track now. So we are on track to do just that. What do I have left to do here? I need to go to my journal. So Ebon Hawk, it's been stolen. I know that much. The exchange. In the Umani Exchange Corp offices in residential 082 East. What? That should be completed, right? What if I filter by planet, time, name, planet, completed quests, active quests. Okay, so active quest by time. Wait, these are completed. I'm wondering if I've kind of gone through my some of my stuff here. I might be at the end. Like, I really don't know where to go right now. We'll go into Zerka offices and talk to some people, and I don't know if we'll complete any quests or not, or if there's anything new for us to really do. It's weird, because, like, normally I know where to go, what to do, and... Well, actually, normally I figure it out at one point or another, but, like, right now I feel like I'm at a standstill. I'm not really sure, like, where to go, or what I need to do here. Mercenaries are in here. Let's go. We're gonna get to fight them all. Oh, they chose the wrong person to fight here. We're gonna go wound. We'll go shock, and we'll go force scream and see how they react. Atten, bro. Atten's just he's gonna fire. Whoa, first guy here, Kriya. You're gonna run stun on literally everyone. Like, I don't even care. That's all you're doing. And then you're gonna run a heal. I didn't realize she had that. There's one stun move. One stun move. Come on now. Nope, right here, War Droid. We're gonna stun droid. Boom. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. You stun them all. I love that. And then my guy just goes crazy with the force abilities. Oh my god. No way. Is there anyone right here? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Nah, we got this. We got this. Hold up. Actually, just poison grenade, bro. Watch this. Get back. Alright, dealing a little bit of damage. Hey, what up, Jay Lee? What's going on, man, over there on YouTube? SITH KOTOR 2 is a classic. Yes, sir, dude. It's been a blast so far. I've been doing a pure dark side run, and it's been so cool, man. My guy is freaking insane with his force abilities. I've got force scream, wound, shock. Basically, like, I do have throw lightsaber, but I'm only gonna save that. I'll only use that when I really have to. Like, if I really have to keep my distance for whatever reason, I'll probably toss that in and run that at some point. But I'm still very early on, man. Very early on. I haven't even like gotten any of my secondary upgrades. Like, I haven't been able to upgrade any of my current force powers just yet. Dialogue? Beep beep boop. Alright, that's cool. Oh, speak to this guy. Oh, we got more mercenaries. Look at that. Yo, look at that. Oh, there's so many of them. It's insane. Run a shield. Run a shield.
I hear you.
Kriya, you better run a shield as well. We'll run heals just for fun. Alright, and now she is going to stun the ever-living shit out of, oh, no, she can't. I don't know if she can. She can put some fear into these guys, so see if that does anything. Alright. Bro, oh, we got a lot going on. We'll run wound to someone way back yonder. Kriya's taking some hits. We're just gonna run up here and run crits. Atten. Atten's he's just gonna stay back here and help. Okay, Kriya, you gotta stay right here, right here. She's gonna run nothing but attack moves. Come Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Somebody deal some damage. There we go. There we go. Now we can all work on this one person here. Oh, we're good. Everyone's got level ups, so no one will die. We'll be able to heal. Spire. All right. On to the next. Where's Atten? Atten's gonna attack this guy here, so we're gonna pay attention. We gotta pay attention to health bars. We're gonna be very active here. Be looking. Kriya is getting hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and just level her up. Let's do it, guys. We got one point remaining. Okay, we could run wisdom. Okay, so represents willpower and perception at high wisdom, adds modifiers. The force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. What was charisma? Increasing the potency of a character's force powers. It also reduces the penalty when using force powers opposing alignment. Okay. Okay. A light side character with a high charisma can use dark side powers with less of a penalty. Oh, that's what that's kind of meaning. Okay, maybe just run wisdom for now. Wisdom's +3, never mind. I only got 1 point. Oh, could run strength. I mean, she'll be using. We'll be running a lightsaber with Kriya anyways at some point, so it won't hurt if we have a few in strength. Could have definitely done like intelligence for more points in this though. There we go. We'll just do something like, let's put something into repair. There we go. Powers. All right. Does she have any like actual upgrades, or is that about it right now? Oh, it could disable droid. She's also got fear. We can do horror. Oh shit. Any other upgrades? Nah, not really. Okay. Cool. She can be our Jolie. So they only give bonuses for every 2 points put in 4 attributes. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. That'll help with droids. I mean, that'll mess them up. All right, here we are. Just continue on. Yes. Wound. Get him. Let's go. Said, well, it will come in handy soon either way. Gotcha. All right, bad. Dude, let's take these guys out. We got a bunch of mercenaries on us. Now let's go.
Yes.
Be reasonable, Orso. We early aren't in a position to take such a negative view to our demands. We're not asking for much. If you agree to our terms, we'll make sure that Zerka never even hears of this.
Oh boy.
I will not be
Oh
badgered by
boy.
you.
Sir, we have some visitors.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
We're gonna have to kill
I'm
these mercenaries
disappointed,
too.
Orso. In the end, this was the best that you could do? Ah, well. I always was one for aggressive
We're gonna take them out. We're gonna take them
negotiations.
out. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. We're in a pretty good spot here. Now we could run. Guys, this is gonna be insane. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. Stun. Hear me out. Just stun. We stun them all. I mean, it doesn't even matter. We'll run Force Scream. And then shock. Watch this. Oh, I got her from way over. Dude, the distance, the range you get with that shock ability is kind of nasty. You can actually just use that from a long distance. Let's get him. Let's get him. He's dead.
I must say, you have a wonderful time.
I like how the music's still playing super loud over her
But I
words.
had hoped that CSD
Okay, there we go.
would be able to keep them in line. It appears that I was wrong. Of course.
Yes.
I understand the
Yes,
importance
we're gonna
of
get
keeping
payment.
a
We're gonna get
valuable
paid.
asset like yourself happy. I believe these credits should be sufficient to repay you for your work.
How
You're
much is
also
it?
welcome to anything
What are we
found in the
getting?
mercenaries' bodies as your own. They carried no Zerka issue equipment anyway. Now, if you'll excuse me, this unfortunate turn of events has generated quite a bit more work for me, and I should be getting to it.
How many credits did we get? Oh, we got 800. Oh, come on. I want like 5,000 credits. She's just ripping us off, guys. Get a war suit?
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
I can't just kill this guy? Come on now. It's too bad I can't just break in here. So just wait till he gets Storm. I bet Storm's gonna be filthy. That's gonna go crazy, Prince. Is there anything else you can do for
You
us?
have grown. Be warned. The highest of mysteries cannot be found by falling to the dark side.
Oh,
It is a quick path, and often a short one.
good.
But I sense a disquiet in you.
We like the
an
quick and short
unease.
path
Such things will erode
because
your strength.
it's even quicker. We'll be that much more powerful. We'll be crazy. It's a necessity for the XP exploit. Oh, yes, good. I still need to go back and watch that link you sent. I sense a disquiet in you and unrest. Such things will erode your strength. Oh, why do people in our journey trouble me with these indignities? These fetching missions, this servant work.
They sense the trappings of power and decision upon you. Their lives are static, trapped, and they see one who carries no such chains.
Ah, talking about me. This fetch and carry, servant work is beneath me. They are fools. Dealing with them is a waste of time. We have more important things to do.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the
What's she
universe
gonna
and
say?
its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make.
I love
Aiding
that.
them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel
Okay.
with much the same way.
Okay.
So you may think.
All right,
But it
see
will
how
be
she
best
responds?
to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path. Do
I
you
don't
know
care.
why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static. You have
All right.
seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle.
I like how
Through
she's
small
talking about.
qualities,
She's talking about the
greater ones are
anger and the
born.
rage. I love that.
Ask
Okay, what else we got? Ran into an airplane audio. What? But it looks like we got 1,000 likes on the stream. Holy cow. I don't know why Lumia just ran into an air trying to play that, but hell yeah, guys. We got over 1,000. We got 1,500. I'm showing 1,500 over on TikTok. You guys are going crazy. We'll run. Ask and I will answer. Create. What are you? You are a Jedi, a Sith.
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are.
She's like a neutral Jedi.
Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
She's the Luke Skywalker. That's what she is. She walks that path in between light and dark. I kind of like that. Knowledgeable and reasonable. Then what were you? Know that I am your teacher and that is enough. So keep thinking that, LMA. Oh shit.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy?
Oh man.
That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me?
What?
What would it matter now? There is only
Yo, hold up.
such things, and it is
That
not
sounds
who I
freaking
am now.
insane, bro. What? She sounds like she's both a Jedi. She sounds like a very powerful Jedi, yet also a very powerful Sith as well, bro. What in the world? Like, she sounds pretty top notch, man. Said some lore. Ask her about Revan when you get the chance. Bet. I still wish to hear the story. Let's go. We're gonna hear her past. Hey, yo, this is gonna be nuts.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
Darth Scion. There he is. So maybe Kriya was like his master at one point. And Revan. Is that Revan?
But my will was
Is
not
that Darth
law.
Scion and
There
Revan?
were disagreements,
Yo.
ambition,
No. No way.
and hunger.
Oh, it's
for
Nihilus. It's Nihilus. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, she was
There
betrayed.
are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
Oh, what did they do to her? Bro. Oh. What? Just grabs her face? Oh my god. Just beating the shit out of her, bro. What?
I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled.
Oh my.
I suffered indignities and fell
Nihilus
into
and
dark.
Darth Scion betrayed her. I think she was like their master.
Take what strength
or
you
something?
may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
That's insane. Bro, that's insane. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit happened to her.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives.
Dude.
That when your training is complete, I will answer everything.
Oh
There shall be no more
my
shadows
god.
between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. This is crazy. Dude, wow. I still can't believe that. Other questions?
Nothing more than we already know, and anything else I know would be useless.
Alright.
There is danger in such knowledge.
Okay.
Even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you.
Dude, it's crazy though. Wow. Never mind, I'll be going. That's a no light side points gained. Oh hell no. What? I didn't want that. Dang you, Kriya.
Something up?
Danny, thank you so much for liking the live, man. Welcome back to the stream, dude. So I just talked to Kriya and found out her backstory. That she was literally betrayed by Darth Sion and Nihilus. They both like turned on her and took her and they stripped her of her power, which is insane. So like it's kind of crazy just learning all of that. And we're not even that far into the game. I was like, she's got a crazy crazy backstory.
All right, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rule.
Never mind. I don't want to talk to him. Okay, what do we have left to do now? The exchange, smuggling. I mean, I feel like we've just basically done it. We haven't figured out the new fuel source just yet. If a new source for fuel could be found, he would definitely be interested. Okay. Must remain on board until the Republic completes its own investigation of the Paragus incident. May use apartment C3. Okay. Alright. So how do you feel about her basically telling you she was a Sith or more or less betrayed? Dude, it's crazy to me. Like, I'm glad that she was a Sith because I'm trying to become a Sith. I'm trying to rule the galaxy. I'm trying to do what Sidious did. So honestly, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love the fact that that is her backstory, and that's basically everything that's happened to her. And I feel like she's got knowledge on both sides, as a Jedi and as a Sith, which is cool. She seems like a very wise character. She's like she's much cooler than an old Ben Kenobi, but I compare her to old Ben Kenobi. It says less pressure knowing and playing dark side. Dude, it is. Cause you're not, you know what the obvious like wrong choices are within the game. Like, you know what the wrong choice to make is. You know what the wrong dialogue line is. That the one that's just, it's so blatantly obvious that it's just a poor choice or a poor dialogue line to choose. Where if you're trying to run light side and you're just like, okay, you gotta go for what you think is gonna be the light side choice on that. And it's easy to mess it up if you're running light side, but dark side, you're like, hey,
Do you really
all
think
the
it's a good
choices I
idea
want to
be
make, I
working
can
for the
now make
exchange?
because they're just obvious to me. We don't have a, do you really think it's a good idea to be working for the exchange? We don't have a choice. Zerka's gonna help us find the Ebon Hawk, but only if we deal with the exchange.
Is it really worth
Okay.
it, though? I don't know if we can trust...
Okay.
As long as you're ready for it. But I hope it doesn't come to that.
Alright, let's do it. The exchange is down here, but like I feel like, or unless that's the med bay. No, it's the exchange. I've already been in here though, so like I don't know what I really need to do now. I think we just cleared this whole area earlier. Still, I'm walking back here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't know exactly what I need to do, but All I know is that the Ebon Hawk is gone, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We killed this person, the secretary. I think we slaughtered everyone in here. We freed the prisoner. I mean, we just went absolutely crazy. But like, I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't see anything else left to do in here. Ooh, we got some remains though. We got some loot. Footlocker. Oh, I already looted it. All right. Yeah, I'm like basically just trying to figure out. Did it say there was a security terminal? Yeah. I mean, we kind of already messed with all that. Okay. So I guess there's really nothing left to do here. It's just they were talking about us working for the exchange and making sure, hey, sure it's not a bad idea. And then it just kind of confused me, all in all. Really did not help me at all. Thanks to Atten, bro. I blame it on Atten. It's Cart 2.0, bro. I swear. I want to turn Atten evil, though. Prince, like, that's gonna be my goal, man. I want Atten to become evil. If he's a good guy, he's basically Karth 2.0. But if we turn him evil, he doesn't have to be Karth 2.0 anymore. That's what I'm saying, Danny. We don't need another Karth. Said he's not a good guy. Good deal. Good deal. I hope he has a dark history we learn about later on. Did ask him about it? Alright.
Something up?
Got some questions for you.
Alright.
Why is it just, can you teach me to play Pazak? Let's play Pazak. Why is that the only options I get? Do I have to gain more influence? You said the galaxy didn't need cards to begin with. Yes. Said damn, not available yet. I might just have to earn like more influence with them, and then maybe more dialogue options will become available. But dude, like, I'm at a point now, I literally don't know where to go now. Like, I don't know what to do. The Ebon Hawk is gone. Could go to the entertainment module and see if there's anything new for dialogue. So need to go to Narshada Undercity. Talk to Zerka again? Okay. Go back to the Zerka offices? Is that right here? Yeah. We'll go back in here and talk to him again. I know we came through here earlier and took out all those I think there was like bounty hunters or mercenaries. Try and get that shit back, it's yours. Alright, Zerka Core. We'll murder them all if we have to, you know?
Good day. I am B. How may I help you?
Never mind. Alright. Let's just go to the back office. And we'll speak. Zerka employee.
I'm worried about the mercenaries we've been hiring.
Oh.
So if they ever get out of
Only authorized.
Welcome back.
Taking care of the exchange.
I'll
Okay,
be
there
sure
we go.
to send some of my
There we
men
go.
to make
We
sure
got
they
Prince.
don't have the opportunity to reorganize. You've done well. Yes, of course. I will provide a shuttle for you to land on the planet's surface, as per our agreement. The shuttle will be arriving shortly in Docking Bay 3, Dock Module 126. I have informed Bay Control that you are on your way. Again, Zerka thanks you for your help, and hopes that we may continue.
Oh, we're
our
good,
working
dude. We're good.
relationship
We're
in the
ready to
future.
roll now. Yo, did we really just make it off like our first area now? Then to docks, can use the terminal to get to Cantina quicker. Bet, Prince. Will I need to return to the cantina then? Because I know we already got that terminal. We already made it to where we can fast travel to the entertainment module, which is where the cantina's at. Yo, you said you got this. Let's go. Let's go, Daddy. Unless you have the dock terminal already unlocked. I don't think I do. I think I started going to those terminals after you mentioned something about them the other night, and then I started going to all of them. So
One does
I need
not
to return
simply
back.
ignore
Hey!
the like button.
Thank you so much for the likes coming through over there on TikTok. Let's go, guys. We're at 3,000 now, I think. Oh, man. Okay, we don't have anything new, do we? Ooh, hold up. Okay. All right. Make sure we don't have anything else. Senegar war suit. Okay. Got the exchange negotiator. That's cool, bro. Oh man. Stun 25% chance. Oh my gosh. Damage physical 1-to-1. All right, basically just checking out our other stuff here. All right. I need to figure out how to get to the docking bay now. We're gonna check out our different exits and entrances. Shuttle bay elevator. That is going to be it, I think. I think I have to go. Do I have to go through the entertainment module to get to the docking bay? I was thinking maybe that was the way. Might be hearing lightning. Dude, I think I was hearing thunder outside. We're getting more rain today. Or, well, we were getting more rain tonight. It's insane how much it's rained here, guys, in the past, like, month. I don't think the ground's dried out once. Let's see. Let's check our map. Okay, what do we got here? To the cantina? No. Residential module just came from there. Dock module. There it is. All right. We're just gonna run down there. All right, we're on our way. Here we go. Surely it's through here. There's I think that's the dock module. Or to the docks, basically. All right, here we go. Now we're going the right way, Prince. We got this, dude. We'll just head to the whoa. We don't even have to. Do we have to head to the ship? Or do you think we still got stuff to do in the cantina? I know we could do swoop races if we wanted to, but I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure if I want to go through those now. Based on how that race was set up. I'm more into the story anyways. Let me access this information terminal real quick. And oh, dude, I must have this already in. I don't know. Okay. Oh no, it's now okay. It's now accessible. It said also swoop glitch LOL. Oh, what? Not cantina, but Kren, although it should still be available after. Should I like go ahead and just I'll go to the cantina. Kren? Kren wasn't the Pazak guy, was he? I'm not gonna play some Pazak against him, am I? Wait, can I not transit? Okay, there we go. There we go. I think we got everything on here now. Kren is the security guy. Okay. Is there another chance for us to gain some dark side points? Said Lieutenant Kren. Bet. We'll go right to him. Danny said BRB sounds good, man. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, loading screens were way shorter in KOTOR 1. In KOTOR 2, it takes a minute. Maybe it's just because we're on the original Xbox, but... So do you have to ask about a guy named... Batano? Used to work for Zerka? Alright, bet. Ooh, you said better and randomized gear. Bet. Another opportunity to gain some better gear is always nice. Helps us prepare moving forward. Oh, better and randomized gear. You're talking about loading screens. Okay. Where's Kren? So he's like a security guard. Anybody here named Kren? Who's the bartender? It's just a droid, just a random droid. Kren. Patron. Can't talk to the dude sitting down. Alright. Velvet soldier. Ooh. Wander on soldier. We're getting all kinds of people in here. He's in the HQ for security. Where's... Wait, what? Do I have to go to Zerka? Like, Zerka offices? Is that what you're talking about? So he's not actually in here. This isn't like an extra door over here, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Ah, teammates, get out of my way. There we go. So go to dock door and turn right. Okay. Oh, so it's like right before I go to the docks. Because like to go to the docks, it's kind of like off. It's like straight ahead and off to the left, but instead of going left, I'm gonna go right. Yeah. I got you, Prince. I got you. I don't think I've actually ever gone there. I don't know if I have gone there or not. I feel like I've only ever gone to the docks like one other time. Or no, it does. It just takes you up, doesn't it? It takes you up to another level. That's what it does. Yeah, I have been this way. Okay. What we got here? TSF. It's a protocol droid. Maybe he's in here. It's Lieutenant Kren. Access denied. Before we speak to him, let's make sure there's nothing else. Nobody else around to talk to. And nothing else to loot for us. Hold on. Detainee locker. Hey, we didn't get all of our loot last time? That's insane. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that, bro. What? Like, what else did we forget to grab, bro? I see, like, I thought I grabbed everything before, but I guess I didn't. I just guess I never did, man. That's crazy. It still doesn't change anything except for the fact that vibro swords, I have better vibro swords. Like that. Yeah. We can run dual vibro swords? Yeah, count me in. Bro. That is going to be so cool. Okay, what do we got here? This is Atten. Stealth +4. Alright, I just don't think that a lot there to improve on them. What else we got? He can run implants, which is super cool. Stealth and Dex. I might run Stealth and Dex. Yeah, energy shields. What's what we got for armor? Okay, I'm just gonna keep what I got for him. Give him a melee. Oh, dude, we got better blasters? What am I doing? A bowcaster, it's a blaster rifle, okay. Blaster pistol. Sonic damage. On hit, attribute damage, dexterity. No, I kinda wanna do... You get a stun chance? Hold on. You get a stun chance? It's got critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. That might not be bad. Alright. If we run... Let's just say we run that for melee as a secondary. Why not? It said implants are tied to constitution in this game. Gotcha. Okay. Minimum constitution. There it is. Okay. There it is. Which I think we'll definitely need to get with our character at some point. So let's talk to Lieutenant Gren.
Something I can help you with?
Do you have any work I could do?
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
Yep, let's do it.
This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for
here
some
it is.
time.
This is what you're talking about,
two
Prince.
ruthless
Batono
killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem.
Okay.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape.
Okay,
they overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
They're in the Citadel. Alright.
I can't imagine anyone would want the help of killers like them.
Alright, here we go.
But they've never openly crossed us before. There are two of them. A Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well-armed and obviously extremely dangerous.
Alright.
They haven't left the station as far as we know.
Okay.
Alright, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers.
Bet. Well, you talk to another bounty?
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka. And was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared.
We got involved with that, bro.
Since.
It's the killers like them. dude, we were literally part of the black market exchange at some point with those weapons. I love that we were involved with it, and yet here we are talking to Lieutenant Gren about it. Dude, he has no idea what's been happening. He's got no clue.
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck.
Alright, bet. We'll see what I can dig up.
What is it?
Okay, so Batu Rem.
The assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame.
Bro, let's go. Is there any way to find out about the killer's movements on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us.
Alright.
All the information I...
Okay.
If you find any...
Let's get going. So, I'm going to assume we'll find something or someone in docking bay 3. Nothing around the corner, just a dead end. All right, so we gotta go to the docking bay, I assume. Dude. Oh man. Poor Lieutenant Grant has no idea. Dude, he's got no clue that we've been doing all this stuff behind his back. He's got no clue. Unfortunately, we gained like 1 light side point, but we're just gonna keep working on those dark side points anyways. I know it kind of bounced us the wrong way. Also, I'm gonna do something crazy here. I'm about to take an edible. All right. All right, let's go. Okay, what do we got in here? Is there anyone for us to talk to? Dude, Prince, you said exclamation point blinker. I just took the edible, but I'll activate it, which means when Dalton pops back in here after I know it's been an hour, I'll have to activate it for him, but we'll do it. Wait, is it not gonna work? Oh snap. I know it ain't behind. It might be broke. Oh well, we'll just keep moving forward. Maybe it'll eventually pop up. Persuaded him? Dude, yeah, I'm really surprised my command's not even working. I could actually look into that. Watch this. I can hit test real quick on that, and we'll just go run through it anyways. We'll force the system to run it. Yo, it's not working. That's crazy. What if I go? I'm kind of surprised it's not working for me. Pops up in the middle of combat. Dude, it probably will. It'll pop up here in like 5 minutes, and I'm just in some heated combat. Things are gonna be getting crazy, and it's just gonna randomly go off. 25 credits is absolutely nothing. I'm going to risk it. Anyway, everyone's got a price. Am I right? Everyone's got a price in this game. Okay, Batu Rim. Very good. Yes, here it is. Nar Shada. Alright, here we go. We going now. Alright. Credits lost, 25. We can lose credits. Unless you have business here, please move along. You don't know, but he oversaw these dogs. You're sure you don't know anything? You can tell me what you know, or I can hurt you, and then you will tell me what you know. Alright. Hey, that's how you get the truth out. Let's go. If Olibi talks to Lorso, if anyone knows more, it's her. Okay. Dark Side Points game. We threatened him. Let's go. Let's go, Prince. Yes. Dude, we're going crazy. We're going insane. Can I open it? One other small matter. Executive Lorso sent this for me to give to you in additional thanks for your assistance. She believe you might be able to make some use of it. A lightsaber? Guys! Guys! Hey, Dalton, let's go!
3.
It works like Dalton does it!
1.
Let's go! I took an edible earlier, so I'm gonna do a short one, Dalton. I'm just being safe. I'm doing a short one. Dalton, I took the edible. Dude, let's go, Dalton. Let's go. Hey, you know what's cool, Dalton? I thought I could activate the command, and I tried to put it in earlier, and it did not work for me. So, like, even for me, it doesn't work. Even when I click test in Lumia, it doesn't work. It literally only works if Dalton puts it in. It's like it's broken everywhere else for me. Dude. I can't even use it, man. Which is crazy. It's purely yours, Dalton. That's what I'm beginning to figure out. And thank you guys so much for the likes going crazy. Almost 7K on TikTok, which is nuts. So we got a lightsaber energy cell fixture. Guys, we are one step closer to obtaining a lightsaber. Dude, this is nuts, man. So I think we'd have to build it. Yeah, we have to build it like a bench. And that's only like part of it. Well, it looks like we got an airlock terminal. This won't like take us out of it. Like it won't take us into a cutscene or won't advance anything if I go in this room. That's not the Ebon Hawk. What? Maybe we gotta go to Nar Shaddaa and get the Ebon Hawk back. Impossible. You gotta be kidding me. I can bash it open. Dude. Come on now, let's go, guys. We're just crazy like that. Let's talk to this man. Bay control. Let's speak to him. Oh, he just tells us to leave him alone. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't just slice him up, guys, and get Atton's and gain Atton's influence. Imagine if he could just run up and kill any civilian and just keep gaining influence for Atton. So we don't have the Ebon Hawk, but I guess this will do for now. Storage. Oh, don't mind if I do. Hey, tell me that's loot. Come on now. That's not loot. It's not gonna let me access that? Dude, is there not loot in here? Really? It's just purely for aesthetics. That's what... Wow. Nope, although there is an Ithorian hidden in their docking areas storage. Wait, so not in there? You're telling me there's not... No, there was not actually. That's our ship, but like, I don't know. Am I pretty much... I'm pretty much done here, right? So filter active quests by time, crafting a lightsaber. You have found a lightsaber energy cell fixture. Perhaps with some additional parts, you'll be able to construct a new lightsaber. Hey! The CSD guards outside the Zerka docking bay pointed you towards Zerka executive Jaina Lorso. So we probably have to go back and talk to her. So maybe I go do that real quick. Since he redirected me to her and we can find more out about our people. Man, I mean, I gotta come here. Open access hallway door. There we go. That's kind of dumb. You gotta access that terminal and it flip-flops them. Opens one door and then closes the other. There's a terminal. Where's... I gotta think like where the nearest workbench is. But like I'm curious now as to what we can craft, guys, and if we can actually buy another lightsaber part and eventually craft like a lightsaber of some sort. Or do we actually have to progress the game a bit before we have the ability to craft it? Starting to wonder. It probs the apartment, although no lightsaber until the next segment minimum. Gotcha. I gotcha. All right. Let's head back here real quick. Yeah, I didn't know if it'd be worth like going to a bench to see like what I could do. But if you're thinking I have to basically progress a little bit before I do actually have that chance, then I won't even worry about it, because at least I can save some time that way and just keep progressing through. So it would be very worthwhile. Let's run over here. Let's go talk to Lorso. Just no lightsaber, but good mods and bonuses to weapons and armor. Gotcha.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there.
Who's this?
For the services you have offered to Zerka, you will also be reimbursed.
What?
I trust that is an agreeable arrangement.
Wait, is that one of our people? I see we made the correct choice when seeking protection from you, Executive Lorso. Alright. These men are wanted by the TSF. I think the TSF would be interested in this little exchange.
I have just finalized a working agreement with these two gentlemen, Zerka's two newest contract employees.
Oh. Since sending a couple screenshots on Discord before and after your favorite ranged weapon, upgraded / not upgraded. Bet, Prince? Bet. I'm taking them back to the authorities. I'm just supposed to ignore this?
Be reasonable. I have given them a contract and my word that they will be safe from TSF persecution. Gentlemen, would you excuse us?
Okay. And then he just runs out. Both of them do. That's great.
Welcome back. Batono, of course. He was one of our former employees.
Alright.
Let me tell you something.
What's she gonna say?
Like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality
also, I'm
of
gonna
their
pull up
beliefs.
that Discord.
They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid,
Let me know
Zerka
like
will
where you
gladly
posted
pay.
to.
If competitors were moved, then
take a
Zerka
look.
will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities.
Alright. It's gone missing. Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him. That's no surprise. The lieutenant is always meddling in our business. But that doesn't change the fact that Zerka would like him out of our hair. It is, after all, a Zerka matter involving a former Zerka employee. $200 credits. And the thanks of
200 credits, let's go. He said, and all things Star Wars, bet. Bet. Let me go to that real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you all right? I'm gonna check this out. So it's what the Charik. Damage unstoppable 1 to 10, range 28 meters, critical threat 18 to 20 times 2. On hit knockdown, DC 14, attack modifier +4. Holy cow. And then fully decked out, you got damage +5, energy massive criticals. Oh my gosh. You got damage bonus +7 to 21 energy. Range is still 28. Critical threats 15 to 20 times 2, so double. Threat +2 to 20. On a hit, knockdown DC 14. On hit, you get slow 50% chance and attack modifier +5. That sounds freaking nuts, dude. That sounds insane, Prince. Holy cow, man. Dude. What up, Dalton? Welcome back, dude. Yes. He said, yep, it's a disruptor rifle, and the second has 2 to 20 added to crits damage. Gotcha. Dude, that's kind of filthy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't typically run with a weapon though, or a blaster, or like a ranged weapon, I should say. I love running just with a lightsaber. Lightsaber and force powers, I love. Oh man. Put in a clip of the exploits above it. Gotcha. I'll take a look at that here after if I get like a cutscene or something, I might pull it up and take a look. 200 thanks to Zerka Corporation. How would you put an end to his investigation? If I find no truth to his accusations, then perhaps I will tell you. I will tell you if I find them.
Excellent.
Alright.
Zerka will be glad to be free.
You love to just let the enemies self-delete with reflected bolts. That sounds crazy.
Welcome back. I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be oh sure. Habat's intentions are good enough.
I just want to hear.
Habat even Zerka plans to use
I'm
some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run.
How about
Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own. We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project.
Alright. Salvaged raw materials from the sites can either be... Alright, she's got literally nothing else for us to say? Or for us to test out in dialogue, but, let's get out of here. I don't really know, like, where to go next.
Good day. How may I help? Zerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical... Here on Telos, Zerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Zerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature.
Alright, cool. They didn't have anything new for us. The Batano should be in one of the apartment rooms, bet. Just take them out. Let us get more dark side points now, guys. Let's go in those apartment rooms and let's see who we can take out. Let's gain Atton's influence. Let's do this. We will turn Atton to the dark side. We will bring him with us. Okay, let's go to, what was it, B? No, C or A? Maybe it was A. Complex A. I can't remember like where our room is, but let's go into apartment A. If we can. There we go. Let's check out the rooms. Nothing? Oh wait, is a Foot Locker? What am I doing? There's probably loot in the other one. Baron du Novice robe? What is that? Guys, what are those robes? Defense bonus 1. Damage immunity 10% versus dark side, 10% versus light side, wisdom +1. The Baron do philosophy? What is that? Learning how to empty their minds and find tranquility in any situation. The Baron do are force-sensitive members of the KOTOR race. They seek inner peace and are very patient, consulting with the Force before making decisions. Interesting. Okay. You said Jedi subsect. Okay. Like a breakaway from the Jedi? It said species specific. Okay. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? You think I'm just gonna let you get away with this?
If you're smart, you will.
Oh, and now I'm supposed to be scared of you on top of everything else? Why not? You didn't seem to have a problem taking everything else.
Oh. You're right. I guess I'll take your life too.
What? You are crazy.
Hey, let's go, Solaire. Dude, I'm just wiping people out left and right. I don't even care. It's so fun. Dark side. It took 1 lightning shock ability. Oh, wait. We're gonna do it again. We dodged him. Oh, we're insane. Dude.
What? What just happened? 1 minute we're just talking and then I just lost control.
He just lost control. It's like we're taking control of what he does, guys. It's nuts. What is he talk? Why does he keep bringing this up too? Like he's kind of confusing me. He acts like he just loses control every time like I make a bad decision, you know? I didn't see you stopping the attack. You said wounds max level is guaranteed to take them down to half health. That's crazy. That's crazy as well, Prince. Oh my gosh. Which I wish I could just like, you know, go ahead and upgrade that, but I'm not even a high enough level to upgrade it to the second, get the second upgrade for it. Are you alright?
It's like this impulse just
One does not simply ignore the like button. Guys, thank you so much for the likes. Let's go. We got a like coming through on YouTube. Much appreciated. Influence gained, Atten. Let's go. Guys, will I find out why Atten keeps like blacking out whenever we go into combat? It's been kind of suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. But we keep gaining his influence, so you will bet. Sit after Narshada. Bet. Dude, I can't wait. I cannot wait to figure out, like, that's gonna be a nice little reveal. That'll be cool. Hello there. Who are you? What do you do here? I'll be going out. Who are you? My name is Hara. I'm an employee of SITH Corporation. He's a data processor. It's a thankless job and the pay is poor, but I have no choice but to take it. I have desperate needed credits and there is little else for me. That or gamble? But this is what got me into this predicament in the first place? Use Romana, the girl in my heart, as collateral? Oh my gosh. He's got a weakness for possess. Oh, not the card game. Wisdom was lost in the heart of the moment. However, my weakness, I will never play a game of chance again. That's why it's working day and night, selling my own life to Saga. That might buy her back from Dotan. Oh my god. Dude, what's this guy doing? Another gain more dark side points? Ooh. I won't save you from your own stupidity. Yes. Then leave me to my toil. I will surely find a way to rescue my beloved. Wait, what? I didn't mess that up, did I? I'll just go ahead and save. I'm gonna continue on. No redos. We just keep pushing. Just keep pushing forward. Is it possibly completely ethical passive income as an outcome to that quest? To this quest? I'm just gonna keep running. Let's see what other bad decisions we can make. That's that guy in the cantina for a Pazak game? Alright. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel like playing Pazak. Said your favorite companion is on the planet later in the game. Ooh. Ooh.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand and they're too much for the TSF. We need Republic.
No, have we not done that? But, I mean, we can't go to the cantina and ask for that Pazak game. It's like the one thing I have yet to even figure out how to do. I never really, I just never cared to take the time to learn that card game. But, I mean, one of you guys said it was like blackjack. Just like, what, stay under 21? Favorite, so Larry, you said your favorite character is Broken sitting in the Evan Hawk's closet, aka HK-47. HK, bring him back. You need to get those parts ASAP. We need to rebuild him, man. He's just chilling. I'm assuming since we will officially like repair him and fix him and kind of bring him back to life, we'll become his new master, which is gonna be sick. Prince is saying he's mediocre? Kyle, you're saying, yeah, it's practically Star Wars blackjack, except you have special cards that do certain things, like taking away points or adding points. I know they can do that. I don't even know if we have any Pazak cards on us, but who's here he is. Hold on, let's save right here. Let's save before we do anything, because I got a feeling I'm gonna attempt this and fail multiple times. So let me just save right here so we don't. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm doing, Prince. Saving and then playing. Must be about. Okay. Can I threaten him? Give me the girl or I'll kill you. Dude. Must be so rash. That is not the way to do business. If that is the way you wish to approach negotiations, I have no wish to deal with you. You'll be dealing with my blaster. It'll do you no good. It's been outfitted with a transmitter. If you should kill me, I should simply obliterate her. A waste to be sure, but I feel you do not understand the nature of our relationship. Credits? It must be the currency. 2,000? Is it exchange? Alright. How do I get out of this? How about you wager her on a game of Pazak? Okay, is there something you want in exchange? Credits must be. Oh, he's going right to that again. Okay. Oh, he's just laughing. I do like the way you think. There is merit to your suggestion. Find out shall place for money as a wager, and if has that game against the wager 1,000 credits of your own, I think. Okay. Great. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. I know that these add and subtract points. It's like blackjack. You want to get to as close to 21 as you can. I'm assuming without going over. But like, I have no idea what's going on here. Choosing cards. So I have to choose what special cards I want to run with. So press Y to add them to the queue to the right. Like I just go through all of them like that. Just do that. Add them all. Or do you lose them? Do you lose cards that you bring with? Or do you have to use them to lose them? Because I could just bring all cards with me. You can collect more and better cards. And you said and no lost. You can keep them for the next. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Is it only the amount of the queue permitted? So, like, what do I do now? Just stand? You can flip hand card, change card value. I don't know. What does stand do? Or do I just... Maybe that stops. Maybe that's like the number you end at. Is it press A, just end turn? Okay. Now I'm at 10. End turn. I'm at 19. I can go to 20. Yeah, I can go to 20. You said stand locks you at the number. Gotcha. Is it a Y now? We win. The set is tied. Oh, this guy sucks. Use the +1 and stand. That sucks. We tied, so now I gotta start over. We'll just end turn. Great. End turn. So they wasted a card to tie with you. Gotcha. 11 and 16. End turn. We're at 15. We can get 16 plus 6 or 16. We can run +6 with that 15. That'd be 21. So I can play card. As long as that doesn't put us over. If it's exactly 21. Use the plus. He said nope. Try to hit 20. Okay. I have a -3. Let's just go ahead and end turn. Go again. So 21 is bust. Gotcha. 18. We can tie him at the very best. I don't know what to do now. Oof. I bet we just tie. We just tie, call it good, and then we go again. So we'll just play the card. So tie, use the remaining cards in the next rounds. Gotcha. Boom. End turn. No, stand. Set's tied. Alright. So now why? Wait, stand? Why would I just stand right now? At 8. Or are you telling me he can't go again? Oh, you said that was delayed. Alright. Let's just end turn. End turn. 17. Shit. Ah, I busted. I went over, guys. Said he's at side decks and 3 rounds. What's flip hand card? I guess nothing. That doesn't do anything for me. Should have saved the card. Oh. Oh well. Just stand. You can't come under 20. No choice. Wait, what? I just need to keep going, right? It's 15. It's the last hand. Dude, do I risk it now? Oh my gosh, I got 2 big numbers. I'm at 15. And then 21 is over, bro. If I had 14, I could play the +6, get exactly 20, and be good. So no, that was your last hand. One more, 15 isn't close enough. Prince wants me to risk it. Yeah, we failed. Okay. The one who wins 3 hands wins the game. Gotcha. And I haven't won a single hand, so we're down 2-0. So we get. Yeah, what? 14. That's what we need. I won the set. Alright. Intern. I got no choice. I'm gonna stand. Red dot next to the name is how many they have. One. Yeah, it's 2. It's 2-1 right now. Alright. And we'll go intern. I'm kind of getting the feel for this. Basically, 15's like that middle ground. If I get 15 or below, I hit. And then I stand if I'm at like 16 or above. That's kind of how I'm playing it. 24. I lost. Cool. I've been defeated. And that's why we saved. Precisely, although I go for 17 minimum. Gotcha. Okay. Kind of dig that. 17 minimum. Anything at... So really, anything at 17 or higher, you're basically just standing at. Not gonna risk it going over. Alright, let's do this.
You... Kawanab, Kavadumpa.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Alright. Choose side deck, available cards. So what is it to a deck? Is it like 3 or 4? I think it was like 4. Is it also there are cards that can both add and subtract, enabling 8 modifiers instead of 4. Gotcha. So I could add 1, 2. I think it was like only, what, 4 for a side deck? Sold by the Vanilla Shop Brother, gotcha. Like, I think it was only 4 cards in the deck that I was able to use, so I might just run with something like this. Yeah, okay, bet, Kyle. I appreciate that. I'm gonna select 10 cards to form your side deck before the... Oh, maybe it'll just shuffle them. Maybe that's how that works. Alright, cool. There we go. Fill the whole queue. It's randomly pulled. Okay. That's crazy how that works. You can't even choose. Change. What's that say? Change card value? That still does nothing for me. Flip hand card. That still does nothing for me. Black button and white button there literally do nothing. But we'll go ahead and turn. He doesn't have anything in his side deck. What is happening? Guess we got lucky this time around. Hit. So that's a special card that adds and subtracts. Oh, for the red and blue cards. Well, I guess I just can't see what cards he's got. That would make sense. Got a hit. Minus. Nope, we lost. Okay. Stand. I'm not gonna waste any cards. And turn. 99. 17. 12 to 17. I'm at 18. 19, 20. Play card. Stand. Let's go, guys. 1 to 1. And turn. And turn. 16 to 4. Minus 1. Play card. We stand. We won the set. Let's go, boys. We're up 2 to 1. Let's see what we get now. And turn. 1 to 7. He made it to 20 already. So nice. Hey, we got 4. We're gonna tie it. So he can't get a win. I mean, I'm gonna risk losing another card. But we won't give him another win, so it's, I don't know, I kinda like it. To tie it. Let's do it. We got 10 right away. 16. Oh my gosh, I gotta risk it. 19. We stand. We went over. We won. Let's go, guys. 3 to 1. Let's go, boys. He's gonna keep his word. Hey. Business is completed. I would ask you to depart from here now, but do not hesitate to call upon me if you should have a further exchange. Mana, your period of servitude to me is finished. Your ownership is transferred to this human. Let's go. I humbly submit to your wishes. That's crazy. Stay here. I will collect your earnings later. Oh my gosh. Do we need to just take them on back? Take her on back to Hera? Keep the dancer? Stay and collect? Alright, Prince. As you wish, Master. Dark side points. Hey. Dude. Is there anything else I can do there? Is it 2k credits, 2 times after completing planets? Oh, if memory serves, gotcha. So, is that it with that? Is there anything left to do there? You're saying swoop glitch. Do I need to move on to the next planet? Or did I need to go back and talk to our guy? Dude, she collects earnings for us? Guys, no. The dancer makes us passive income. Don't need to talk to Hera again, but can try to track down Batono. So Batono's still gonna be around. He's gonna be in one of the apartment rooms, right? I just need to run back there and keep searching through the different ones. So did you go... You gotta go down to the planet? Okay, bet. We'll do it. Let's let's go check the rest of those apartment buildings, only because I haven't gone through all of them, or tried to, and I'm just curious. We'll go west, east. I don't remember if it was west or east, bro. Zerk on the Exchange Corp. I don't think it was west. I think it was east. And completing the next stage won't lock his quest out. Bet. And you're saying east? Dude, like, somehow I just always forget where the apartments are. And it's like, my brain always tells me, hey, it's west. But then I go west, and it's always wrong, and it's always east I go to after. It just happens time and time again. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's do it. To the apartments. Have we gone through all of these? We have. And then I wanted to check and see if we missed loot, which we did. Yep. We got more components. Alright, now we can go to the other complexes. I don't think you can open these, but I'm gonna try to. Yeah. Oh, I figured. Okay. Go straight across here. Looks like we've been in here already. One door left. Apartment C1. We can't get in there. Alright, let's go down here. Maybe we got a room here that we can open. Impossible? Are you kidding me? Oh, we can bash it open. Let's go. There's nothing in here. That's insane. We broke through it just to find nothing. Let's see. I can't access that. I think this was our room? Maybe not. Well, I don't think there's actually anything left for us to do. Let's go to the ship. Do I get anything since I freed that Athorian? And I think he was prisoner by, I think it was like Zerka Corp? Or the Exchange or something. I just remember freeing someone. An Athorian, but like nothing ever came of it. Let's go back to that terminal. Fast travel to our ship. Now we gotta go find the Ebon Hawk. Okay. Said the Athorians might have information about Paetono. Alright, bet Solaire. Oh, maybe I'll just go to him then. Let's see what they know. Alright, there we go. It's like 2 minutes later, sitting through the loading screen. Nah. Don't have anything to ask him. Let's see what these guys say. I still have yet to talk to these guys after we just betrayed them and took that droid to the to Zerka. Do you know anything about a man named Batono? Batono? I'm sorry to admit that name is unfamiliar to me, I must admit. I have little interaction with the other residents. Are you sure Lorso mentioned that he spent time in here? Spent time here in the compound. That'd be the first time Lorso was mistaken, I assure you. I have never known of a man named Batono to spend time in our company here. Believe what you say is true, and it glads me to hear that it is Lieutenant Gren who is searching for him. I'm sorry that I spoke untruth to you before. Oh, he lied to us. We gotta kill him, right? But even so, you must promise me that you will tell no one. Not even Lieutenant Gren without Batono's permission. We lied to him. We're lying now. You'll find him in apartment C1 in the eastern portion of the residential module. Give him my apologies for revealing the hidden for revealing his hiding place and my explanations. I hope he will not be too angry. Alright, dark side points gained, boys. Get the pass key for apartment C1. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. This is too much fun. This is too much fun when you go full dark side. Here we go. So now we just gotta go to apartment C1 and we'll see what happens here. I assume we're gonna take him back to Lieutenant Gren, and we might lie about a few things, or just tell the truth to get this guy caught. Whatever gets us those dark side points, I'm gonna try to go after. All right, here we go. Apartment, I believe apartment C was at the far end, right? That did not say where I was going with that. It didn't even say what apartment was what. Well, I guess the map does, but I don't know. This is the thing. I don't like looking up, trying to get to the map, and then it takes a second to get to the map. All right, C is to the okay. Yeah, it's his opposite side. He was in C1. The one door we couldn't unlock. Okay, that makes sense.
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here? What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
Maybe Lieutenant Gren sent me to look for
Dole
you.
sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
Doesn't matter, I'm going to report you to Lorso anyways. Oh, if you don't come forward, I'll turn you into Lorso.
You'd be signing my death warrant. Easier to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after.
Oh. If it's your safety you're worried about, you shouldn't. After Zerka is exposed, they won't dare to move against you.
Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out.
Alright. The TSF can put you under its protection. You say better than you can.
You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere.
Okay.
I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
Dude, okay. I can tell him that we'll protect him. Do you want to live in fear for the rest of your life? I like that answer.
What would you know? It's more attractive than the alternative. You're right, of course. It's not easy to sit around in this apartment, afraid of anything and everything, jumping at shadows. It sure would feel good to put a little fear into Zerka. See how Lorso likes a few sleepless nights of her own, all right? You've convinced me.
Let's do it.
Can you escort me safely to the TSF office? You obviously haven't been on station for long, if you believe that. But I guess it's a risk we'll have to take.
Yep, lead the way.
Lead the way, and let's get this over with.
Let's do this.
Good idea. I'll wait here, but hurry. I'm starting to feel very exposed here.
All right. Wait, what should I be doing then? Should I get Lieutenant? I could get Lieutenant Grant. I could also let Zerka just... No, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go talk to him. Gren was entertainment module. I believe it was at the very end of that. Alright, there we go. There we go. So the right thing to do would be to escort him to Gran. Gotcha, but you're after those sweet DS points. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Solaire. So I'm just like curious. I'm just like curious where this is gonna go.
Something I can help. What is it? The real Batu Rem or the assassin Batu Rem?
What? Let's say the real or the assassin? I have no idea.
Oh, what is it? Docking Bay 3.
Alright.
More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
Bet. Okay.
What is it? What have you discovered? Damn that woman. Do you have any proof?
I killed them? Is my word no good?
I wish that were enough. To finger Zerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the rest. If you find anything else... What is it?
Alright.
Something I can help you...
Alright. Sound dampening overlay Mark II? Oh. Okay, just talk to him again.
Something I can... What is it? Something I can help you with?
Alright, I guess maybe that's it. Maybe we go talk to Jane Lorso?
Welcome to entertainment. I regret to inform you that we...
Nothing. Be going now. Yep. Okay, that droid can't tell us nothing. It said docs? Oh, I don't go to Jane Lorso about the guy we told to stay? Alright, let's do it. Alright. Is it time to go down now? Are we gonna go down on the planet? Is that what's gonna happen? Also, guys, holy cow, we're at... Dude, we're at 11,000 likes? Holy shit. So that was entertainment. We'll just head to our ship. So I have to talk to Thorians for Batono, but can do it after the surface. Okay. There were more blocks. Now let's leave. Well, what was down there then? There was another spot. I just don't know if I've explored these or not. Dock lounge. Docking bay 1. Who's in docking bay 1? TSF officers.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing.
Oh, okay. That would be your ship's docking bay if you had one. Oh, gotcha. Oh, so like if we revisit, if we come back, say after we get the Ebon Hawk. Okay. Bet, Kyle. Alright. We are speed. This orbital shuttle is used to transport cargo and passengers between Citadel Station and Telos' surface. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
This is Admiral Seed of the
So you want Creo on the surface?
Telos,
Okay,
Admiral.
bet.
This is Lieutenant Grant of the Telos Security Force. We've been expecting you for some time now.
We were unavoidably detained on our way here. I hope it hasn't caused too large of a problem.
Only a minor inconvenience, Admiral. We were happy to be of assistance. I think you'll be less happy when you hear what I have to say next, Admiral.
What is it?
The witness from the Paragus incident escaped the station. We're not sure how he managed it, but we're trying to recover him.
I see. Don't concern yourself with it too much, Lieutenant. The Republic had decided to not detain the exile anyways.
The exile? Then...
However, I expect that these security failings will be seen to and fixed.
Bren's like, wait.
We're on the way now, Admiral. I'm uploading your approach vector to you now. Gren out.
Alright. Let's go. Dude, we got a cutscene. Damn! It's a crash landing! It's a crash landing! Oh shit, dude. We just got shut down. They shot us down, dude. That's kind of shitty. That's a cool way to enter the planet, though. Alright, let's see what's next for us. Hey, Dalton. Let's go, dude. Also need demo skills and a lot of exploring here. Gotcha. Dalton, it didn't activate.
Back, General.
I guess not. I don't know. I don't know if there's even like a way for me to see the I don't know if I can see the cooldown time on it. Command cooldown type. Okay, so after this command is triggered, no user will be able to trigger it again until the cooldown duration is over. Use global cooldown. I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me try. Alright, there we go. So good to have you back, General. Oh shit, who's this? My head feels like I've been ripped in half. Where am I? What happened?
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General.
What are you talking
must
about?
Be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad he's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. Bayadur, I can see how you forget me, being that I was the only one.
Wait.
Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor.
He knows us.
And maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids.
Dalton, you said my quiet boy.
But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good.
Alright, but then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good?
They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place.
So we were a general in the war.
Into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here? Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Alright.
Crashed the shuttle that time too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should
They're both up, guys. They're both up.
Pilot.
We got our party members
You're welcome,
now.
Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
Beats me.
Who shot
no one's
us
supposed
down,
to be here but a Zerka research team.
Maybe
I
it's
can't
Zerka.
say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound. Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
Alright.
I can help you find it. I have access to the SHIELD network.
Ooh,
I came
let's
hoping
go.
to repair whatever
Is
damage
he another
your shuttle
party
took,
member?
but Natty and I can fix that wreck. We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Athorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike. Zerka freights men and equipment from the landing pad there. If it's there and we can breach the perimeter, there's probably something we can use. If not, we could try our luck in the underground ruins. Either way, it's back to the compound for us.
Let's get
That's
going.
the plan.
Oh yeah, let's do this. We got Bayo-Dor has joined the party. He possesses the special ability to rend and destroy force fields. Use his shield breaker ability in combat to disrupt enemy force fields. That's kind of cool. All right, that's dope. So do we get rid of Atten? Level up him for demo skill. Also good loot hidden in caches on this level. Alright. Let's run it. New party member. Let's run with them.
Let's go.
Dude, he looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie.
What is it?
Yeah, this'll be fun. Let's see where to go now. Or it probably won't show anything on the map, will it? I gotta just explore. Alright. Just look behind the shuttle. Oh shit.
Let's go.
The mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches like
Okay.
this. We should keep our eyes open.
Let's go.
Can we recover mine? Yeah, let's go. Recover mine, bro. Let's do it. We're gonna grab all of these. That's cool. We can do that. Got Gamorrean Cleaver, General Strength. Alright. Let's say there are 3 to 4 on the map. What do we equip this man with? Oh, you cannot equip that. Okay, what about war suit? Oh, bet. But okay. Unity to poison? Sure. So Constitution +1. Can give him a Vibro Blade and a Vibro Sword, or we can give him weapons. 4 to 15. Ooh, that Gamorrean Cleaver 2 to 24, stun 25% chance, attack modifier -2. All right. Could run with a rifle as well. Might just do that. Oh, I don't know what his skills are like. Constitution, strength. His strength isn't bad either. He's got high strength. I mean, a decently high strength. I'm beginning to think he might be another melee. Can I look at his actual stats? There, wait, go back. Filter their skills. Computer use and demos. Awareness is 10. Repairs 13. Security is 13. Alright. What's he got for skills? An armed specialist? Oh shit, that's crazy. Shield breaker. Melee weapons. Alright. I was curious as to like what his specialty was. You can use a little bit of everything, I guess. So we gotta explore every inch of this map. Okay.
Let me have this.
Okay, we're gonna give her. I think we're gonna give her another sword to use. There we go. Can I equip or remove an item from the slot? Why is that? Because I have the Vibro Blade? She just can't dual wield. She can't dual wield. Okay. It automatically grants after every few levels on other specialists. Okay. So it's just like a very general skill that they all get. There we go. There we go. Take him out. The computer spikes, bet. An advanced repair kit, okay. So that's why she can't do wheel. Okay, bet. Let's we can move a little faster too, which is dope. Burst speed, we'll just run it.
Mercenaries, right where we need to go.
Alright, bet.
That sentry droid probably spotted us
all
already.
out.
They were
We
probably
got this.
looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
Dude, I think the dual wield takes away from my ability to run. Yeah, no, it's just not letting me run my other abilities. Okay. That's weird. Does it have to be closer? I don't know. Oh, I do have to be closer. Okay. It'll be very useful despite that in the near future. Okay, so maybe I can just equip the secondary. Oh, I can, and I can still run this stuff. Okay. Wound him. I guess it doesn't do much. Security droid, take it out. Or sentry. Sentry droid. There we go. Need a lightsaber to throw a lightsaber. Makes sense. I just wanted to get it early, thinking like that could be a very useful mechanic at some point. Because, like in the first game, I had to use that mechanic. It's the only way for me to get past the Malik fight. So, because I didn't have any dark side powers. And a lot of people just used. I think you guys said that you just used like force lightning to kill the bodies, and I just threw my lightsaber. There we go. So it takes a while to get a lightsaber in this one, gotcha. So like I would have bought it I probably would have picked it up regardless at some point. So I just picked it up early and called it quits so I don't ever have to worry about it again. Alright, let's go. We need this man to run. Where's his ability, bro? Shield breaker.
I will silence this one.
I'm gonna equip this man. Okay, run flirting maybe? Oh shoot. I've been so focused. Yeah, she's like almost dead. Which is insane to me, but I'll run like, let's run a med pack. Like that. And then you're gonna run heal. I can just keep running heal too. I could also start running my stuns. Which, let's just do another heal. Oh shit. There we go. I can run stuns. Now we'll run heal. We're hurting. I can't. Now I can't. I can't stun. Cool. But I can still run another med pack for her.
What is it?
Alright, there's a heal. Let's go. Let's keep it going. I think we'll be alright. Found her more annoying than Bastilla. First game gotcha, Prince. Dude. Actually, he's gonna run strength. Yeah.
This shall not stop us for long.
We're gonna give him more strength. Even if she goes down, no, we can still run another med pack. Ah, we'll be alright. Damn, we're not there yet. Okay.
Yes.
Now she's almost dead. There we go. She might just have to meet her maker, you know? Yeah, she's down now. Just keep running. Okay. Repulsor strike? Okay. Oh shit, look at this. He's got a different set of abilities. Dude, he can do quite a bit of shit. That's nice. Alright. Dude, that's kinda nuts to me. Okay, never mind. I was about to reread the same thing. We'll run demos, computer use, awareness.